What's up guys, Mark Tabulon here. Good to see you again. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. And yes, we're gonna talk about ND filters and how important it is to have it on your video all the time or almost all the time when you are shooting outside, especially in daylight. So let's jump into it. ND stands for neutral density. A neutral density filters allows the cinematographer and the videographer to control their exposure in their shots very easily. And basically the ND filter will reduce the light for reaching the camera sensor, therefore allowing us to leave the camera with a wider aperture or a higher aperture, like maybe a 1.4 or a 1.8 during the daylight shoot. So if you happen to invest a lot of money on your lenses, you might as well buy an ND filter so you can use your widest aperture and maximize its performance. If you noticed the cinematic film in the beginning of my video, those clips were shot outside, and yet I was able to maintain the exposure of my video throughout till the end. If you were wondering how, is that because I was using ND filter the whole time. And an ND filter is a must-have accessories or an item that you should have in your bag all the time, especially when you're traveling outside. If you're a beginner, I would suggest to get one of these right now and start learning how to properly use ND filter, because this will definitely help you step up your game. Now, there are two types of ND filters. Make sure when you're buying one, you get the variable ND filter. This one is for videographers. The difference between these two, the one that says ND filter has a fixed stop, and it was only designed for photographers unless you are using one of those cinema cameras, which in that case use a fixed ND filter with the matte box, which you have to rig up your camera a little bit. And the other one is the variable ND filter that gives you the ability to go from 2 stops to 9 stops of exposure. So if you ask me what brand I use, personally, I use the freewheel ND filters. You can buy the Polar Pro version or the Pyramacano version. If you want to save up a little bit of money, I would suggest you go with the freewheel because it's a little bit cheaper and it does the same job anyways. And if you're really out of budget, you can buy one from Amazon. They can range from 2 to 9 stops of exposure, but don't go below under $100 because you don't want to put an expensive glass in front of your expensive lens. 5 to 6 years ago, I bought one of those from Amazon. I still have them, but the problem is when you pass 6 or 7 stops, you start seeing this little X mark on your footage, especially when using 16 or 24 millimeter focal length, so just be careful using those. That's it for today guys. I hope this information is helpful and thank you so much for watching my video. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe, hit like, and you can also follow me on Instagram at Mark Tabulon. Till next time guys, see ya!